You know what's weird? Every single winter, like clockwork, you get that scratchy throat. Then comes the runny nose. Then you're lying in bed wondering why this keeps happening to you year after year. And here's the thing that nobody tells you. It's not actually the cold weather that's making you sick. I know. Your grandmother told you to wear a jacket or you'll catch a cold. But the science tells us something completely different. And today I'm going to break down exactly why winter turns your immune system into a punching bag, and more importantly, I'm going to show you the exact steps to stop it from happening. So if you're tired of spending every January miserable and congested, stick with me because what I'm about to share might just change your entire winter experience. Let's start with the biggest myth that we all grew up believing. Cold weather does not give you a cold. I'll say it again. Cold temperatures do not directly cause illness. You can stand outside in freezing weather all day long, and you will not catch a virus from the cold air itself. The real reason you get sick more in winter has nothing to do with the temperature outside, and everything to do with what happens to your body and your environment when it gets cold. So let me explain the actual science here, because once you understand what's really happening, preventing winter sickness becomes so much easier. First, cold air dries out your nasal passages. Your nose is basically your body's first line of defense against viruses and bacteria. Inside your nasal passages, you have this thin layer of mucus that traps germs before they can get into your body. You also have tiny little hairs called cilia that sweep those trapped germs out. It's like having a security system and a cleaning crew working together. But when you breathe in cold, dry winter air, that mucus dries up. Your cilia slow down. Suddenly your defense system is compromised. It's like leaving your front door wide open with a sign that says viruses welcome. And this is happening to everyone during winter, which means viruses have a much easier time getting into our bodies. Second, we spend way more time indoors during winter. Think about it. In summer, you're outside at parks, beaches, hiking trails, outdoor restaurants. Air is circulating. You've got space between you and other people. But in winter, we're all crammed inside. We're in heated buildings with closed windows. We're at indoor parties. We're sitting in offices with recycled air. And here's the kicker. Viruses absolutely love indoor environments. When someone coughs or sneezes indoors, those viral particles can hang in the air for hours. They settle on doorknobs, keyboards, phones, every surface you touch. And because we're all packed together like sardines, we're constantly exposing each other to whatever germs we're carrying. It's basically a virus transmission highway. Third, and this is huge, your immune system actually gets weaker in winter. There's this groundbreaking study that came out showing that the cells in your nose, the ones that fight off viruses, they don't work as well when it's cold. The researchers found that when the temperature inside your nose drops by just 9 degrees Fahrenheit, you lose almost half of your immune fighting cells. Half. That's not a small difference. That's your immune system operating at 50% capacity, and it gets worse. Winter also means less sunlight, and less sunlight means less vitamin D now. Vitamin D isn't just for your bones. It's absolutely critical for immune function. It helps activate your T cells, which are like the special forces of your immune system. Without enough vitamin D, your immune system is basically trying to fight a war with half its army missing. Fourth, the viruses themselves are stronger in winter. This isn't just coincidence. Cold, dry air actually helps viruses survive longer and spread more easily. The influenza virus, for example, has this protective gel coating that becomes more durable in cold, dry conditions. In warm, humid conditions, that coating liquefies and the virus dies quickly. But in winter conditions, the coating stays solid and the virus can survive on surfaces and in the air much longer. It's like viruses have their own winter gear that helps them thrive when we're most vulnerable. And here's something most people don't realize. Your behavior changes in winter in ways that make you more susceptible to getting sick. You're probably not exercising as much because it's cold outside and dark early. You're eating heavier comfort foods and maybe not as many fresh fruits and vegetables. You might be more stressed because of holiday pressures or seasonal depression. You're probably not sleeping as well. All of these things, every single one of them, weakens your immune system. It's like you're giving viruses the red carpet treatment without even knowing it. So now that you understand why winter is basically immune system kryptonite, let me tell you exactly how to stop it. These aren't complicated strategies. You don't need expensive supplements or weird health hacks. These are simple, science-backed methods that actually work. Number 1, humidify your environment. Remember how I told you that dry air is one of the main culprits? Well, fix that. Get a humidifier for your bedroom and run it at night. You want to keep the humidity level between 40 and 60%. This keeps your nasal passages moist and functioning properly. It helps your cilia keep sweeping out germs. It even makes viruses less stable in the air. I started doing this 3 years ago, and I went from getting sick 3 or 4 times every winter to maybe once, if at all. It's that effective. And if you can't get a humidifier right away, even simple things help. Keep a bowl of water near your radiator. Take steamy showers. Drink hot tea throughout the day. Anything that adds moisture to your airways helps. Number 2. Get serious about vitamin D, and I don't just mean take a supplement, though that's definitely part of it, during winter months, especially if you live anywhere that's not near the equator. You're simply not getting enough sunlight to produce adequate vitamin D. The sun is too low in the sky. You're covered in layers of clothing. You're inside most of the day. You need to supplement. Most experts recommend somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily during winter. But honestly, get your levels tested and work with your doctor to find the right dose for you. And here's a pro tip. Take your vitamin D with a meal that contains some fat because it's a fat-soluble vitamin. It absorbs way better that way. Number 3, and this is non-negotiable, wash your hands properly. I know you've heard this a million times, but most people are doing it wrong. You need to wash with soap for at least 20 seconds. That's roughly the time it takes to sing the happy birthday song twice. And don't just rinse. You need to scrub between your fingers, under your nails, the backs of your hands. The soap doesn't kill viruses. It breaks them apart and washes them away. But that only works if you're thorough. And when you can't wash your hands, use hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. But here's the thing. Don't touch your face. The average person touches their face about 23 times per hour. Every time you do that, you're potentially transferring viruses from your hands to your mouth, nose, or eyes, which are the entry points. It's a hard habit to break, but just being aware of it helps. Number 4. Prioritize sleep like your health depends on it, because it does. When you sleep, your body produces proteins called cytokines that help fight infection and inflammation. When you're sleep deprived, you produce fewer cytokines, and your infection-fighting antibodies decrease. There was a study where they exposed people to the common cold virus. The people who slept less than 7 hours were 3 times more likely to develop a cold than those who slept 8 hours or more. 3 times. That's huge. So aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Treat sleep like the immune system supercharger that it is. Number 5, move your body every single day. I know it's hard when it's dark and cold outside. I get it. But exercise is one of the most powerful immune boosters we have. It increases circulation, which helps immune cells move through your body more effectively. It can flush bacteria out of your airways. It causes changes in antibodies and white blood cells that help them detect illnesses earlier. You don't need to do intense workouts. Even a 30-minute walk, some yoga at home, dancing in your living room, anything that gets you moving counts. And if you really can't get outside, find indoor activities. There are a million workout videos online. The key is consistency. Daily movement, even if it's moderate, beats occasional intense workouts. Number 6. Manage your stress levels. Chronic stress is an immune system destroyer. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, and while cortisol is helpful in short bursts, chronic elevated cortisol suppresses your immune system, literally reduces the number of lymphocytes in your blood, which are the white blood cells that fight infection. Winter can be stressful with holidays, family obligations, end-of-year work deadlines, darker days affecting your mood. You need stress management strategies. For some people, that's meditation or deep breathing exercises. For others, it's talking to a therapist or journaling. Maybe it's spending time with friends or engaging in hobbies. Find what works for you and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Number 7. Eat to support your immune system. Your gut health is directly connected to your immune function. About 70% of your immune system is actually in your gut, so what you eat matters tremendously. Focus on whole foods, lots of colorful fruits and vegetables that are packed with antioxidants and vitamins. Citrus fruits for vitamin C, berries for their immune-boosting properties, leafy greens, nuts and seeds, fatty fish like salmon for omega-3 fatty acids, fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi for probiotics that support gut health. And here's something interesting. Garlic and ginger both have powerful antiviral and antibacterial properties. Adding them to your cooking isn't just for flavor, it's functional medicine. Number 8. Stay hydrated. I know you don't feel as thirsty in winter, but your body still needs water. Proper hydration keeps your mucous membranes moist, which we already talked about being crucial for trapping and removing germs. It helps carry nutrients to your cells and flushes toxins from your body. It supports every single system in your body, including your immune system. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day. Herbal teas count. Warm water with lemon. Bone broth. Just stay hydrated. Number 9. Consider the strategic use of certain supplements and natural remedies. Now, I'm not saying supplements replace the basics we've already talked about, but certain ones have good evidence behind them. Zinc has been shown to reduce the duration of colds if taken at the first sign of symptoms. Elderberry syrup has antiviral properties. Probiotics support gut health and immunity. Vitamin C, while it won't prevent colds for most people, may reduce their duration and severity. Echinacea might help. Again, these are additions to a solid foundation, not replacements for it. Number 10. Get your flu shot. I know some people are hesitant, but the science is clear. The flu vaccine significantly reduces your risk of getting influenza, and even if you do get it, the vaccine typically makes it much milder. The flu isn't just an inconvenience. It kills thousands of people every year, mostly during winter. And even if it doesn't kill you, it can knock you out for a week or more and lead to serious complications. The vaccine isn't perfect, but it's one of the most effective tools we have. Here's something else that's really important. If you do start to feel sick, act fast. Don't try to power through. Rest immediately. Your body needs energy to fight off the infection. Load up on fluids. Use that humidifier. Take zinc. Get extra sleep. The faster you respond, the better your chance of stopping the virus before it fully takes hold. And please, if you're sick, stay home. I know we all feel pressure to go to work or school or keep our commitments, but going out when you're sick just spreads it to everyone else and prolongs your own recovery. Let me also talk about something nobody wants to hear, but it's important. Social connection matters for your immune system, but you need to be smart about it in winter. Loneliness and social isolation actually suppress immune function, but obviously you don't want to be around people who are actively sick. So find that balance. Connect with people virtually when necessary. When you do gather in person, ensure good ventilation. Open windows, even just a crack. Meet outside when possible, even if it's cold. Just bundle up. The outdoor air circulation is worth it. And here's a mindset shift that helps. Stop thinking of winter as sickness season and start thinking of it as immune system training season. Every strategy I've given you isn't just about avoiding getting sick this winter. It's about building a stronger, more resilient immune system that serves you year-round. You're not just defending against viruses. You're actively strengthening your body's natural defense systems. You're creating habits that will benefit you for the rest of your life. Look, I get it. Life is busy. It's easier to just hope you don't get sick than to implement all these strategies. But here's the reality. You're going to spend time being sick, or you're going to spend time preventing sickness. One is miserable and unproductive. The other is actually enjoyable because these strategies make you feel better overall. You'll have more energy. You'll sleep better. You'll feel stronger. It's not just about winter. It's about upgrading your entire life. So here's what I want you to do right now. Don't try to implement all 10 strategies at once. That's overwhelming and you probably won't stick with it. Pick 2 or 3 that resonate most with you. Maybe it's getting a humidifier and starting vitamin D. Maybe it's committing to better sleep and daily movement. Start there. Make those habits stick. Then add another strategy. Build on your success. By the time next winter rolls around, these won't be strategies anymore. They'll just be how you live. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these strategies you're going to try first. Tell me about your experience with winter sickness. What's worked for you in the past? What hasn't? Let's build a community of people who refuse to let winter knock them down. If this video helped you, smash that like button so more people can find it. Subscribe to the channel because I'm constantly sharing science-backed health strategies that actually work. And share this with someone who needs it. We all know that person who gets sick every single winter like clockwork. Send them this video. Help them break that cycle. Remember, you're not powerless against winter sickness. You now understand exactly why it happens and exactly what to do about it. You've got the knowledge. Now it's time to put it into action. Stay healthy out there, and I'll see you in the next video.